Try it again. We believe. Good. Okay. We'll take a moment of your time to go through a couple things, especially rule-wise, stuff like that, answer any quick questions if we can. We're going to try to go quick for you to get you on to 4,000. Third hour. I don't know about that. First and foremost, make sure that you have your Google Class code. I do know that we have a lot of things that are sent out there, a lot of updates that are sent on that Google Classroom, so make sure you have that. And then some introductions. Obviously, hopefully when you're new or something like that, you know by now I'm Mr. Clayton, and we have the rest of the crew slowly walking up here, so I think we'll start this. I can introduce you. I believe this is Kim Baldwin, if you don't know. Assistant principal, helps with a lot of needs, but also primary source for admin students P through Z. Our new counselor, Janae Danson. She will be working with Ms. Baldwin, again, P through Z. Then we have Chad Wilmot over here. He's also the AD, so any activity or athletic questions can go through his office, right? So you start practice Monday, a lot of you. If you haven't gotten your physical in yet, you might want to be talking to the athletic office and Chad Wilmot, all right? He also has the letters, just like I forget there, D through G. Ms. McDonald is with him, D through G as well. And along with D through G is also Ms. Allen over here, assistant principal, and also our do everything college, career and tech ed, internship person. So as you get older, you're going to want a lot of conversations with Ms. Allen because she's going to get you college credits or jobs, stuff like that. So she can start that process and go from there. And then the last one to go, Mr. Hitt, you love it when I say that. You can tell. H through O in the alphabet, you get to see Mr. Hitt. Along with Mr. Hitt, you have the new Ms. Cutmore. Did I say it really right? Okay. Okay, used to be Ms. Fields. They will help you if your last name is H through O. Good. Did you know something about class changes?
We decided as a team we really had to lock down the class changes this year. So really all the class changes were allowed because if you have one elective and into another, we cannot swap hours. I'm sorry. We cannot change your lunch. We've got 500 kids in each lunch. I'm confident you can find someone to sit with, and maybe someone else is looking for someone too. So care of that. Okay. They go until Tuesday.
You can update until Tuesday, but there are no restrictions.
Oh, teacher changes. I forgot about that. There's a special form for teacher changes. It's orange, bright orange. And it has to be approved at a very limited basis by these admins.
Basically, we walk down the approval process, but if you have a good reason that you need to change class, then there's a form for that. Come get one, fill it out, and then we'll get with you to see whether or not it's approved. Make sense? Sound good? Okay. Next introduction, real quick, Ms. Shoemaker for sophomores.
Hi, I am Mrs. Shoemaker. I'm going to be your sophomore class sponsor. I am going to work with your class representatives. With Tesla, we're going to be designing a sophomore class t-shirt. And Stuco, we will be planning the sophomore class float for Fall Fest and the homecoming. I will be your contact.
There you go. Next up is Stuco President, Lauren Smith.
Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? Okay. So, sorry, I have a really bad memory, so I wrote my hand. I'm sorry. If I don't have a reference regardless of what people to say, I will not. I'm the student body president, Sister 37. I am here to help. If you guys have anything, not only am I here to help, but I'm going to have my sophomore class of Stuco members stand up. I know you're in here, I saw multiple of you. I was able to warn a couple of you that are sitting on the spot. If you have anything you need to talk to anyone about and you can't find me, these are the people you're going to want to go to, okay? Coming up on Monday, August 19th, at 6:45 to 8 o'clock, we're doing a shindig. It's going to be our club fairs. Come sign up for clubs, see what you can be involved in at the high school. I truly do recommend everyone should be involved. That's how I made a lot of my friends. All right, that's all.
The sponsors for that are Mr. Allen and Ms. Bauer, in case you ever need them as well. Pep Club, I know Tracy's out sick, I don't see Miller today. But Pep Club, another organization, Cassidy is the president of that. If you need anything from Pep Club, you can go to those individuals. They do a lot with organization of away games, home games, themes. So if you want some input on some of that sort of stuff, then maybe you can contact them and let them know if there's something in particular that you want, need, or join that club. You can also find them at the open house and shindig on Monday if you would like to join. You know, chat it on a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, that's a good sign. All right, let's start here. Smart Pass. You're welcome. Okay? I know you're all secretly thanking us for trying to lock down the hallways and bathrooms a little better because you don't want us to have to shut them down this year. So one of the ways we're trying to do that is Smart Pass. Okay? I'd show you a video, but for time purposes, I'm just going to send it out to students. And if you have any questions on how to access Smart Pass, then you can watch that video. But to go through our system, what do you have to log into to find Smart Pass? Button. Okay? You have to use this as your pass, whether it's the restroom, the office, the nurse. We're even going to start trying to use it for our advisory periods if another teacher needs to see you or you want to go to another teacher. That way we have locations. We can track who's supposed to be in the hallways, and if somebody destroys our bathrooms, we'll be able to narrow it down even more and then charge that person with destruction of property and money and everything else that comes in with that. Okay? So, one of the important pieces, you get 2 a day right now. Use them wisely. Remember, however, you do get an extra minute during passing period. Standing out in the hallways, it does feel longer. The hallways are a lot clearer when the song starts playing. Remember that song plays at a minute, so you have a minute to get back to your class. Alright? Get there, be in class, and if you need to go anywhere, use Smart Pass. Right now, bathroom passes are set at 7 minutes. That should be plenty of time for you to make it there, do what you need to do, wash your hands with soap, that's for you, Baldwin, and then get back to class, okay? You must keep Smart Pass open during the day. You need it open with your other apps. You should always have your email open because that's a form of communication as you get in the business world. So make sure that you have this stuff open. That way, if we send you a pass and need you, you're aware of that, you can come down. So for example, like the counselors, you fill out that schedule change, they could send you an invite for a Smart Pass. If you don't see it and your schedule change time passes, you don't do your schedule change. Make sense? So be aware of what's going on. Have that open. On that note as well, there are new cell phone policies in classes. So this should be open on your Chromebook. The only time you should use Smart Pass on your cell phone as a sophomore is pretty much never. Okay? while I'm on the cell phone thing for just a second, follow those policies set by those teachers. Okay? Otherwise, we will be enforcing it. It may come down as a piece of legislation that there are no cell phones allowed in school. So just be aware that things are changing when it comes to electronic devices because of the bullying, because of how they're abused. We'd love to teach you how to use them properly to find information. So make that your primary focus. Okay? Lunch, like they had indicated, we kind of switched a few things up, but there are about 500 plus students in each lunch, so it does make it difficult to change the lunch schedule. Right now, it's pretty balanced at that point, and so we're trying to keep it that way. As far as lunch goes, we do not have open lunch for freshmen and sophomores. Juniors and seniors, they do have the option of leaving with parent permission. They have to have a signed form. So make sure that if you do get called out for lunch for an appointment or something like that, make sure that you eat your lunch out there. Don't bring it back and expect to eat it in the classroom. And make sure you arrive back on time so that you don't lose that privilege. As far as the cafeteria, you guys should know the expectations. Clean up after yourselves. And our theme this year is know thy impact. So know your impact in the cafeteria. You're not just affecting you, but you're affecting those that are around you. Don't be throwing food. Don't be making a mess so that it causes an issue to where our custodians have to clean up after you. Know thy impact on as far as that goes. Oh, no deliveries. Yes, forgot to mention that. Should not be getting hold of any of those companies to deliver something for lunch. Otherwise, if it does happen, you'll be having a conversation with Mr. Flayton, and then your lunch may end up in detention with him. Parking this year, most of you, or a lot of you now, are driving, so make sure that you get your car registered with the office, get that parking permit, because that allows us to find out whose vehicle that is. And the main reason, unfortunately, is we do have fender benders that occur, so we need to know whose vehicle that is so that we can get the right person there when that happens. Also, parking stalls. The seniors are the only ones that can have the reserved painting stalls. Right now, those are wide open, but after the 24th and 25th is when they're going to paint those. So then the Monday, the 26th, don't be parking in a park stall. Otherwise, you may end up getting your vehicle towed if it's not where it's supposed to be. Okay. Also, stay alert. You guys know from last year, the parking lot is crazy. Okay, there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of cars out there. The biggest thing is if you are in the parking lot and you're driving, please try not to drive through the stalls, because a lot of times what happens is you'll have an SUV on either side of you and you're in a small car and you pull through and somebody's heading down the main thing, and that's exactly how those fender benders happen. So be cautious as far as that goes. Okay, just real quick, a couple things. We do, oops, I'm the wrong way. We do have police that are readily available. You get caught vaping with any electronic device. If you have something else illegal on you, you threaten somebody, police can be called in, all right? So just be aware that we can take advantage of that situation by making sure that we bring in law enforcement to enforce what it is that we're trying to establish. The other piece to that is really this, is that we need to understand that school property is private property. That means the district, USD 262, controls it. So when it comes to search and seizure, anything that comes onto our property becomes something that we can search. That means your vehicles as well. So don't have anything illegal in your vehicles. One of the biggest busts that we had last year was in the vehicle. Okay? So just be aware of that. Drug dog found it. We were able to search. Get busted. Okay? So keep that in mind. When it comes to devices of any type, you should not be using anything, but I know to a certain extent that's unrealistic for me to ask. So if you're going to be stupid, we will end up catching you. The number one excuse that we always give when we find it is, that's not mine, somebody has to take it for me. Doesn't matter, you have possession. Okay? So make sure you're aware of that now. If you take it, if you hold it in any way, shape, or form, you are the one who does it. Okay? When it comes to your bags, if we have enough suspicion to search, if you tell us no, we have the right to automatically give you the consequence. It's an automatic admission of guilt. And the reason for that is because we have to make sure that everybody has a safe environment. And in order to do that, if we can't prove that you don't have it, we have to assume that you do. Okay, so just be aware of that. Just be very, very aware of it. We do have a drug dog. Comes around every once in a while, so be aware and be scared, I guess. So, yeah, just don't do anything stupid and you don't have a problem.
Okay, so nothing much changed with dress code.
Hats and hoodies are still fine. If your teacher asks you to remove it, please remove it. If their classroom is a no hoodie zone, just know you can wear it in the hallway, you can wear it at lunch, but take it off at teacher discretion. So if your teachers in the classroom can ask you to remove those, please do so. If you just dress appropriate for school, we really don't even need this slide, right? Make sure your body is covered. You have appropriate school attire. No t-shirts with beer on the front of them. No Playboy emblems. No gang affiliation or violence. And it's really not that big of a deal. No blankets. So if you don't have a coat and you need one, please come find us and we'll get you one. If you need a blanket on your way to school, then you must have a locker and put it in your locker in the morning. You can't carry it through the hallway during the day, and you can't have it on in the hallway or at lunch. So no blankets, leave them at home. If you need a jacket or a coat, come see us. If you have to have it, where do you put it in the morning? How many of you actually have lockers? Yeah. So don't bring blankets unless you plan to get a locker and put it in there in the morning. Okay?
All right, a couple things. First, number one up there, we just ask that you come in, you be just a good person each day. Be kind, be respectful to your peers, to the staff in the building, to the custodians, to the people working in the lunchrooms, anybody. And you will receive the same thing back from all the adults. We ask you to be a good person each and every day when you walk into this building. Second, being the activities and athletic director, I want to talk about being involved. We want you all to have the best high school experience that you can. And if you talk to people that have a great high school experience, it's because they get involved in many different things. They find a group of people that they have a lot of similarities with, and they make a lot of good memories. Okay, so how can you get involved? We have over 30 clubs available to you. These clubs range from knitting to reading to chess club to varsity sports to outdoor sports. There's everything available to you. How can you know what clubs are available? Well, next Monday night after our open house is from 5:30 to 6:30. From 6:45 to 8, there's something called a shindig that Stuco puts on. The shindigs where all the clubs that are available will set up a table in the auditorium with information. You can talk to people, you can sign up. They'll have activities in the commons during that time, yard games. Just have a little fun with people. So that's your first opportunity to find out what is out there. What can you become involved with? Make the positive impact. It's a common theme this year. That is our theme. What kind of impact will you make? All right. So there are plenty of opportunities for you to get involved in our community. There's plenty of opportunity for you to show school spirit. We started the pep rally yesterday. Mr. Clayton leading us in that cheer. We want more involvement. We want to have fun together. We don't want to just sit around and do nothing together. Have fun, enjoy the experience. Show up to play. Show up to choir concerts, band concerts. Show up to all activities and athletics. Have fun together. Enjoy your 4 years here and help us create that culture we want. One thing we will be enforcing is the attendance policy. All right, we want you here on time each and every day, every class. All right, you are allowed up to 10 absences that can be excused over the phone by your guardians without any documentation. Okay, but after that 10th one, then documentation will be required. Otherwise, it's going to be an unexcused absence. And an unexcused absence gives the teacher the right to accept or not accept any makeup work if it's unexcused. That's up to the teacher. Okay? So communicate that stuff, but just be here each day on time. Targets. Every third target counts as one unexcused absence. Keep that in mind. All of these will excuse you the third hour. All of these will be reset. Start of the second semester. Okay? But, one thing, as far as activities and athletics go, attendance. If you are an athlete or you're somebody involved in activity, in order to practice or compete that day, what hour must you be here by? Fourth hour. I think you get to be here for over half the day. You must be here by the start of the fourth hour.
All right, so I know last year we talked about grades are important, don't fail your classes, all of that stuff. The opportunities that we talked about last year, you are starting to get to take advantage of this year. If you are in psychology or sociology or in shop, whether it's automotive or construction or whatever it is, you have opportunities to take those classes for dual credit. It's free tuition for some of the classes, which we can talk about later. But you have that opportunity this year to start with your dual credit. However, if you did not take us seriously when we said to make sure you're passing your classes, WSU Tech does look at grades, they look at attendance, and they look at behavior before they will accept you. Okay? So, if you did not take it seriously last year, you still have time. Okay? Don't think like, oh, my opportunity is over. Change it now because they look at cumulative GPA. So over the years, what can you get your GPA back up to? Now, if you did great last year, that's awesome. There are more opportunities for you. Another opportunity that you guys get to take advantage of will be the block programs when you go to WSU Tech for half a day, whether you're interested in IT or healthcare or automotive. There's a huge long list. Aviation. That enrollment will start next semester for you guys. Okay, so if you're like, oh, I want to do this my junior year, I will be enrolling you guys next year. So grades do matter, okay? Take advantage of your classes now. If you have a lower GPA, you got to get higher grades now to help bump that up so that I can get you where you guys want to go. So don't miss out on your opportunity with discounted to even free dual credit. Internship your senior year, Jumpstart Academy's job shadowing. I want to help you guys get to where you want to be, but I can't do it for you. Okay? So take your grades seriously. Get your grades. If you're interested in something, come talk to me because I would love to sit down and make a plan for you so that you know the steps that you need to take.
All right. One last thing is just simply this, is know thy impact, right? So when she's talking about, we try every single day to get you to understand that failing a class now prevents a lot of things later. $300,000. $300,000 is the difference between a high school graduate and a non-graduate. So over the course of a lifetime. If $300,000 sounds like a lot of money, it can be. If you want more than that, you better get these programs before you leave. But that's up to you. And in order to get out of the workforce and in order to do those things, you have to know what your impact is right now. The other part is the impact on each other. You guys can be idiots together, or you guys can be a good class together. You can push each other, or you can be goofballs. We can already tell that you've matured over the course of the year. We can. You're a lot quieter than you were last year. Maybe it's time, I don't know. But the bottom line is this, is that this is your high school experience. You get to make it what you want. That's like a weird song there. Who was that artist? Oh, thank you. I don't know how hard that's that. But here's the thing. Here's what we're trying to do.
Attention teachers. Sophomores might be a little late coming from the auditorium, so please excuse them. Thank you.
That's you. So here's the thing, okay? There's no impact, right? So here's where we're at with this stuff. You don't pick up your trash, somebody else has to do it for you. That's having an impact in a negative way. You picking up your trash, throwing it away, saves us time, we get to work and help somebody else, you have a positive impact on them. Okay? Whether it's in the lunchroom, whether it's in the hallway, whether it's in your locker rooms, make sure that you're picking up after yourselves. Make sure that you're getting here on time. Make sure that you understand our schedule change. First hour is first. Okay? Every single day. Monday through Thursday is the same schedule. Friday, the only difference is the advisory moves to the end of the day. If you want rewarded for that, I would suggest you get here on time. The point of moving advisory at the end of the day is to give you more incentives, so be aware of that. Use appropriate language in the hallways. Do what you're asked to do. And the bottom line is, just be a good person. Know what your impact is on other people. Be a good person. And with that being said, be a hornet. We want to be better. We want to make sure that you have successful lives, that you are productive citizens. And in order to do that, we need you to be a hornet. We need you to know what your impact is every single day. And if you need something from us, come and let us know, because we are here for you. That's our impact. Our impact is to be here for you, positively or negatively. So know thy impact. Be a hornet. Get to class.
Okay.